Good morning, Adventure Nation. We couldn't be in New York City and not stop by and visit this girl, so today that's gonna happen. This is the Motorhome Experiment. Some days are better than others, and again, as we always say, you got to make the best of the situation when you're in an area and you only have a set amount of days. So some days it's going to be like this. Ready? We're going to go play in traffic today for a little bit, and that is not going to be one of my favorite things to do here, but it's something that we've got to do to get to where we're going. I know we both look like we're dressed for a Arctic adventure. It's really not that cold here, but we figured that bringing the rain jackets might be easier than trying to do the umbrella all day. So that's why we're dressed in heavy jackets. We're hoping it stops. It's supposed to stop by the time we're scheduled to get on the boat. So
no, an hour later.
An hour later?
I'm just hoping.
All right, well, let's hope that Mother Nature's kind to us today. Again, Lorena, we sure know how to pick them.
This doesn't feel like we had an option.
No, it's one of those things that you schedule it the way you schedule it, and weather turns out the way it is.
Available. Not even
yeah, that is true. We got what they had available. We did not think that for the Statue of Liberty that we would have to book a week in advance. So, and we didn't know a week ago we'd be here.
No, why it was available though.
And now everybody else knew it was going to rain except for us. Just to let you guys know, we're shooting this raw and dirty day on GoPros and stuff, and the audio is going to be everywhere from unbearable to inaudible, so bear with us today. If you're doing this Statue of Liberty tour, which is what we're doing today, you can do it from either the New York side or the New Jersey side. The New York side was sold out for a week or two.
New Jersey side, all the to go up to the crown and the pedestal, they were sold out too, until probably the crown months in advance and the pedestal weeks in advance. It's summertime, so everything's sold out. So we happened to find tickets on the Jersey side for the basic tour, basically.
Yeah, we're not going to be able to go up in the old girl. We're just going to be able to see her from the ground. Everything was sold out, so it is what it is. But when you get over here to Liberty Park, Liberty State Park, you come into this building here. It is where you get your will call tickets, and you can see it's pretty cool.
Pre-book.
Yeah, make sure you pre-book weeks in advance when you come to see.
And if you want to go to the crown months in advance.
Yeah, we would highly recommend if you want to climb up in the Statue of Liberty that you do that months in advance, just to make sure. Unfortunately, as you guys know, we don't have that liberty of knowing exactly when we're going to be somewhere at what particular time, so it makes it a little bit difficult to book stuff like this
and we haven't
really far in advance.
In the summertime, so that doesn't make it easy.
Yeah, summer doesn't help. This used to be the major train station. Gorgeous views of the New York skyline, or at least the bottom of some of the New York skyline. You are going to go through a security screening when you get here, which we're always perfectly fine with. A little inconvenient, but that's what you got to do to keep the crazies out. We are on Ellis Island. That is crazy. It is a place that almost all immigrants that were coming to the United States, or at least to New York, this is where they would land first and then head over to New York. So a lot of my ancestors, or some of my ancestors and some of yours, may have been here at this place. So let's go check it out. So this is entering into the historic baggage room. Right now it can be really described as chaotic.
Probably like back then.
Yes, probably very much like back then. The room that we are in now is called the registry room, or the Great Hall. And during the peak time, which was like 1900 to 1924, like 2 decades, they would process up to 5,000 people every single day through this room here. And absolutely incredible piece of history, especially if our ancestors emigrated here from Europe. Very cool. Yeah, it's a very cool room now. It wouldn't have been so cool stuffed in here with a whole bunch of other people, not knowing what your future holds, but right now it's really cool. Absolutely incredible. If you got accepted into America, these are the stairs where you go down, Lori. So this is kind of like we're being accepted. It would tell us the boats. Not a bad little yacht there. For those of you who want a motorboat, but you also want a sailboat. So you throw your sailboat on top of the motorboat. You can motorboat the sailboat to wherever you want to go, then get out and do your sailing. Cool. Got it. Pretty insane.
Oh, by the way, I've been accepted in this country.
Yeah, that's right. We had an inspector come and talk to us. And
yeah, as well as our status. And all these kind of questions, how many we had with us, what we did for a living. Although he didn't understood the internet marketing thing since 1910. So yeah.
That was a little weird.
I'm supposed to be a housewife too.
We are leaving Ellis Island. We're going to be heading over to the woman, the myth, the legend, the Statue of Liberty. Should be cool.
The lady.
Lady Liberty, yes. And as you might be able to tell, the weather's gotten much better. So
happy.
That's a good thing.
Because we're gonna get to see her with nice weather.
Yeah.
No pouring rain.
My Lady, and then the Lady of Liberty. Lorena and I are hanging out here with Old Lady Liberty, and this will conclude our New York trip. We're gonna be heading out tomorrow. Gonna hang out with friends tonight, and then tomorrow we're hitting the road, head up further up the northeast. But let's talk a little bit about some of the stuff that we did in New York, Lori.
All of it, or just here?
Well, let's talk about here, and then maybe we'll finish it up in another video as soon as this guy with the ice cream thing behind us stops annoying the heck out of our video.
Well, let's start with this. I have been in New York already a few times. Love to see all the stuff that has to offer, and I know there's a lot of bad stuff that he doesn't like, but there's a lot of cool stuff. And for me, this was in my bucket list. And all the times I have been here, I've never been able to come and see her. So this was in my bucket list. And the only thing that I wish we could have done is gone to the Crown. You have to climb the Crown, so there is no elevator up there. You have to be able to go up the stairs, and you have to be able to book months in advance in order to get there.
The other thing I would suggest is if you're going to do this, come in the morning, because your photos are going to be better in the morning. The sun is going to be coming up out of the east and shining right into Lady Liberty's face, where right now this time of the day, we're about 4 o'clock, the sun is starting to set behind her.
Yeah, we're more like in her armpit right
Yeah,
there.
we're in her armpit. So it's a little harder to take the photos. So photo ops are going to be best earlier in the morning, like in that 10 a.m., 9 to 10 a.m. round.
Yeah, and Ellis Island, there's so much
Absolutely
information. The audio tour is free. You can just go, pay in your pass. It's $18.50 to do all these things. The ferry that takes you to Ellis Island, to Liberty Island right here. And it was a lot of information at Ellis, and a lot of moving information of people's stories, of people, how they got here and their feelings, and people telling their own stories. So that was very cool. Yeah, a lot of the audio tour and a lot of the movie is spoken by immigrants themselves, people that experienced Ellis Island firsthand, and it is really, really cool. And yeah, very emotional, some of it, and just something that I think is a really, really cool experience. So I, again, would say, if we were going to rate this, Lori, and you are a red-blooded American citizen, and you are a part of the whole process here, Ellis Island and Lady Liberty. Well, I don't think you have to be a citizen to know or want to come here and see it. For me, it's a bucket list.
I agree with that. Let's go bucket list and get that out of the way.
Like I said, it's like, for me, it has been bucket list for a long time. So yeah, I think it's a must do eventually in your life if you have not done it. It is an incredible icon that you see all the time. You see it in movies, you see it in music videos, you see it in books, in history books. Everywhere, this thing here, and the importance of it. You need to learn some of the history of Lady Liberty and how it got here, that it was actually a gift from another country, and I'm going to make you guys Google all that stuff, but it is an absolute bucket list item. I think that you should try and get here and see that it's really cool. Yes, well, it's time to move on.
Time to move on. Leave New York. Lori loves this place. I'm not so hot on it. I'm not so hot on big cities.
I don't think I could live here, but I love coming visiting. I think just a few days is just too quick. You need to be here like at least 4 days, preferably a week.
I would think a week.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's something we mentioned before, but Lori loves New York and big cities like that because she grew up in Mexico City, which at the time I think you were there was what, 25 million people?
24, like yeah, 23, 24 million. Now I think it's down to 20.
I grew up in Nilestown, Ontario, Canada. Population 90. So yeah, I have a little bit of a problem with big cities.
We see.
Yeah, that's right. 90.
We see cities a very different way.
Let's head on out of here. We're gonna check out the Liberty Harbor RV Park, which is close by here.
Everybody talks about it. Everybody mentions it. That's the place to stay here. It looks crappy, has horrible reviews, but we want to see how handy it is to New York and if it's worth it.
Yeah, and we'll let you guys know. So let's go check that out. Turned out to be an absolutely gorgeous day, didn't it? Yeah. The sunshine came out and it's spectacular today.
I know. We didn't bring sunscreen.
No,
we were gonna need sunscreen.
And we're carrying these stupid rain jackets now and an umbrella.
It's better than a poncho.
It is better than a poncho. Ponchos are not cool, people.
Sorry guys, I know some of you guys are pro ponchos.
This is $100 a night. Oh look, that's the overflow area there. It's a little bit late, guys. We had a long day out on Ellis Island, and oh look, see, Ozzy's getting in on the action. Boy, oh boy. Long day today. Ellis Island and the Lady Liberty, Statue of Liberty. Had a great day though. It was absolutely amazing. And this is where we're going to close this one. So if this is your first time here, it'd be awesome if you subscribe to the channel. Stay up to date on everything we're doing. You're going to find some places you want to visit or some places you want to avoid. Aussie wants to avoid us right now. But it would be equally as cool if you like the video. And we'll see you again in another one very, very soon. Thanks for watching. As always, we'll see you again. Bye, guys.
Bye, guys. Subscribe.
What do you have to say to everyone, Ozzy?
Tell everybody to subscribe and like.
No?
Yeah?
He's like, I really don't care about any of this stuff. He's like, get that out of my face. Look, he looks like he wants to kill me. So Lori and I are just hanging out here with old Lady Liberty. The sunshine, holy.
The sun.
The sunshine.